Welcome, guys. It's a new season of North American Online League. It's season 18, round 1. Welcome, guys. You should do soon get your games in. We already got a week's worth of games in. I am Michael Chen, one of the first reviewers here. If you guys are in the Zoom call, there are 2 other reviews going on at the same time. Breakout room 1, breakout room 2. This is the main room. Okay, we are the first everyone is interested in. Everyone wants to know how many people are playing this season of North American Online League, and sign up for North American Online League. Meet friends, make new ones. Right here, leago.gg. Oh, yes, leago.gg, North American Online League, Season 18, standings. Oh yeah, 125 players. This is great. Okay, we have been tasked with 3 different games to review. We already have our first one, and it's Paul Siegel. Paul Siegel is an AGA 4 Dan. He is, I saw him at US Go Congress, by the way. North American Online League, a great way to keep up with friends, and a good way to meet potential fellow Go players, and then before meeting them in real life in the US Go Congress. All right. PW Siegel is here. X-Pillow, Anthony is his opponent. Let's get straight into it. All right. Very, very regular, conservative 2-space extension, conservative diagonal to the 3-4 point. This is called a Shusaku's diagonal, made famous in the 1800s, and in the modern age, AI has once again approved of this, and it's now becoming one of the most common openings nowadays as well. The diagonal move, very, very secure, very, very solid. Okay, white approaches the corners. This is all good. Next move, completing the Joseki here. Nothing, no problems at all. Black secures a 3-4 corner. Totally reasonable. Next move, white defends this corner. Also very, very reasonable here. Very, very good. There's one slight modification here, which is when white defends this way, he points his head into a fairly strong black area in the lower right corner. So now after this move, the bottom is now a little bit of like a no man's land. Neither side wants it, because both sides are very strong. Another idea is to point your strengths towards the 2 black stones here. Could be a little bit better. You also entice black to go after the bottom, so some opening theory here. Totally okay either way. Let's see if black extends on the top. He does. Very, very reasonable. White headbutts and black doesn't respond. Very interesting. So here, a very noticeable large point, again back to opening theory, is right here. Whenever you are able to pressure the opponent and also build a very large potential territory, always a good idea, because assuming because of the pressure you put on black, and if you get him to respond, you can start building your very large territory right away. So white headbutts, the expected move is the extend up, and then if white again goes here, this is more likely to elicit a response from black. Of course, white may just be planning to secure a large corner. Either way, all good. In the game, black tenukis, also a good idea. Okay. Yes, and this is a noticeably good move. This is an extension from the corner. This kind of shape is preferred in the modern AI-dominated days for efficiency. In the past, players were satisfied with this diagonal move, securing the large corner. Nowadays, the main idea is you leave the corner half open. So this is half alive for black, and it literally is half alive because this usually ends in a ko variation. So halfway means that black is half and half. He's indifferent between invading the corner and not invading the corner, and therefore that's like your perfect balance. You sort of got halfway. If you went as the old way goes, there's no way for black to invade the corner, and in that way you leave yourself thinking like, could I have gotten away with a little bit more? So nowadays people with the help of AI is able to find the midway point much more. Okay, shoulder hit move. Let's continue the progression of the game. Very interesting. So here, white and black have both chosen to neglect the territory point on the left-hand side, where black tanuki'd here. White's next move looks like this move. If white plays on the top, looks like a very strong and happy position, but when black extends down this one, white spends a lot of moves in the corner and still is not able to surround the corner. So probably the next move is here. White plays the extension, totally fine. And in this board, on this point, it feels like instead of jumping as the normal black move goes, black probably wants to go a little more conservative due to how very solid white is. When black jumps in the game, there's almost nothing. White almost has no choice but to invade, and you sometimes if you're a little bit afraid of the invasion, you may not want to give white a choice. White does not play the very popular attachment because of this ladder. White needs both ladders to work. One of the ladders is this one. I take it this is not likely working at the moment. This one actually is working at the moment, but anyways, white does not elect to play the tight move. White plays here. That's okay too. This, however, makes the follow-up invasions a little bit harder. If white wants to find an invasion move, I recommend something that is very forceful, very attach-oriented. Just peep and extend down. It's very likely that black is going to try turn or a pincering attack. In that case, you turn on, you switch on defender's advantage, play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all in sente, and then attach and move your way out. White gets safety by counter-attacking against black. So if black, so you might get black to respond to you here, and then you've made yourself these exchanges, and now you can sort of balloon up a little bit of a base like this. When black goes after white more, remember to switch on your defender's advantage, play 11, 12 while you are still weak, and that's the recommended invasion route. Clearly in the game, white Tanuki Seer moves on the bottom, another noticeably big area, but white sort of is giving black the initiative on the top right. The top right moyo surrounded by a very efficient jump at K15. Black is getting a very large moyo at this point. White plays a shoulder hit move, very good. This shoulder hit is all the way up on the 6th line, but it makes perfect sense. Another rule of thumb, guys, if you're invading a moyo and you don't want to go deep down, if you're interested in reduction, draw a straight line between the most outward outward outpost stones for black, like in this case, and play somewhere on that line. And that way you'll be very, very safe. So white's move here, shoulder hitting, will be on that line. And white will be able to move out very, very easily and safely. So that's good. Okay, so now black pushes a couple of sente moves. It does feel like black is getting a very happy sort of development. Black has neglected this move to almost no detriment. To black is still pretty safe everywhere, and using this extra move, black is able to surround a very large territory. White is at a slightly tough spot, although this attack, it'll be easy for white to connect. This cut will not be possible due to this this capture. This actually does happen in the game. White will Atari on the outside first, and then make the Atari. I think feels like there's nothing white should be unhappy about with this shape. Okay, so white has successfully destroyed black's potential territory here. However, the outside is very strong for black. The one stone here is totally dead. Perhaps in hindsight, white may regret Atarying with that one stone a little bit. For example, like this, black is much weaker than before. Both white stones can move out, and if black spends another move here, white can win the very important sente. Okay, so black turns, white pushes. It's white's turn again, and the first instinct is to press out due to the 2-for-1 nature of this move. It's 2-for-1 because the Atari comes as a free sente afterwards, and so if black is very likely to respond here, and then swing around to the bottom, chase the black stones a little bit, and then move out in the middle, feels like a better way to destroy black's mojo and potential territory overall. Okay, black presses, white extends. This extend is a very territory-focused move. Very tough position for both sides. Black doesn't have too much solid territory. White is facing a very strong black wall on the outside with a lot of potential territory. It's hard for me to tell who is ahead or behind right now. Due to the extra resources in terms of the potential territory, I like black a little bit more, but both sides have played very, very reasonably, and very. I can imagine myself playing all these moves in this game. Okay, so good job, both players. White is facing the problem of a lot of middle potential here, and right, so white takes some territory and destroys some at the same time. At this point, it's very tempting for black to seal off the top, seal off the middle, and so at this point it feels it does feel like black has a bit of an easier game, and it feels like black can surround lots of territory relatively easily. Black presses, white attaches, and then attaches here. Yeah, if there's nothing better to do, attach is the and connecting with your main group is the safe thing to do. Also, at this moment, it feels like white is going to be spending a lot of moves, and black is the one who's going to continue to make territory from here on. So this is another troubling area for white. Okay, very strong fighting here, and black is at the end able to seal off the white group, the center, and surround this. This is a very big move, but the center is also very big. The white plays here, okay, and black cuts. Yeah, this is a sente move, so it's so it's positively huge. The last move, white had a very strong push in, and if black cuts, first, white is not in any immediate danger of dying, and secondly, white has this very nice sequence to give up a few stones but also capture 4 black stones. This should be a very good result for white. Just give up another 3 stones, it's no big deal afterwards. So black, so this move being sente would be quite nice for white, and potentially this is, you can see how big the corner for white is here. So this is absolutely huge. I'm sure this is a big point too at d15, but it will not be as big as what black played. And okay, so here, here another idea for black is to try to find a sente move, and then sort of 3 is a good way to try to get the best of both worlds, save the 2 stones and surround the middle. In the game black, Hane extends. This Hane is a very big double sente, more than 4-point double sente move. It's huge, but at this point, black is going to ignore this and then go after the top. A stronger way to play this is to attach. This way, if this happens, or something like this happens, black has a good way to seal off the entire middle. In the game, black just plays here and then also does seal off the middle, but white has a lot of territory on the top as well. If you ignore the first move, black probably should ignore the second one as well and then surround this. Another very important area is on the right. For example, 1, 2, 3 is very likely sente. If white probably connects and then these moves are sente, the whole white group is not entirely alive. So the right hand side is huge. Another way black can go about this is to just cut, and cutting white into 2 will force white to survive on both sides. And therefore, some move like this one is extra big because there's another attacking component to this. Okay, so black blocks white, destroys the top. This is a very, very important and good idea. Okay. A total mistake by black. I guess it's not a bad one. It's not a huge difference between the Atari and cut versus just connecting later. Okay. Black extends. Okay. Yes, this is good. This is what we talked about. Later in the endgame, black can always capture and then connect the 2 stones back. So it was really not a big deal. Okay. Black extends, and here is the some of the game deciding moments in the game. White harness. This opens up a push and wedge. And wedge. This would be very, very strong at this point. White isn't able to play tiger's mouse because of the cut. So white has to connect, and then black can still get the block in sente for later. And black can connect and block. This way, white has more ice space issues potentially in the future. So not having this, black just blocks. This way, at least white's right hand side group is totally alive. So it just makes so black was unable to make this attack as strong as possible. Okay. Still, looks like black has a bit of a lead. The middle is just very, very large. This is 10, 20, 30, 40 points, and yeah, white has 40 on the bottom, 10, 20, 30, maybe 30 more points the rest of the board. Black's got 30 points, 35 on the right hand side. So black has a bit of a territory lead at this point, and it does not seem like there's much room to catch up for white anymore. Okay, although the lead is not that big, so anything could happen. White plays here another game by white. I think white is definitely outplaying black a little bit in the later parts of the game, which is good for white. It was quite close, and this is for sure a endgame mistake. If black plays the capture as we talked about and just connect, I'm sure this is this way black is ahead by 6 points. So having missed that, white is now ahead by 2.5. Very, very interesting. Yeah, here this Atari. Wow, it's very rare that the game is so close that it's all gonna depend on this kind of thing. Here, it's very important to point out the block does not work for white. This is one-legged chicken, and the Atari runs into this Atari. So black actually. So the first mistake, A14, it was actually just totally fine. The second mistake, to have given up on this and just letting the stone die, totally overturns the game, and white in the end won the game by 3.5 points. This is wow, what a very, very tight and interesting game. Very close. Black was able to leverage a bit of a speed advantage into the middle game, not doing too well in the middle attacking fight, although it was generally still okay for black overall. Gradually built up a bit of a lead by getting the middle, and then here it was very important to push in more, but then that way white would have gotten Gote as well, so it's okay. Pointed out the block is a bit small, and still okay. Yes. How could we have missed this move by white? This move is making an eye, but you can make your eye just as good by playing on the other side and then making the Sente endgames into the corner. If black blocks white, then extend down, you can still make the eye, and later this extend back is still Sente in the endgame. So that's how black was able to take a bit of an advantage. And yes, that capture was absolutely critical, and having not realized this, black probably thought and evaluated the game as one that was a tough game the whole time, and then but then he had this capture resource all the way. Let's see what the AI variation is. Exactly the same. So a very big pity. I'm sure black would be kicking himself. He's like, what? I was winning the whole time? Okay, great. So very, very high quality first game. Almost no swings. It was all within 10-15 points the entire game. Very, very well played. Next we have two 4Q players, one 5Q, one 4Q. These are probably around AGA 1Q or 2Q. Okay, this is a very interesting Joseki sequence. Black plays here. Traditional Joseki pre-AI had this move. The idea is to get the press and the other peeping attack sort of a move, a 2-in-1, and then this is also strengthening white's group to the maximum. This looks like it still holds up in the modern day, although the most popular modern Joseki will involve this jump. Very similar idea. It's just that you can make a few pushes against black, get really strong, and then counterattack, force black to survive, and then white destroys the top, and the black and white corner groups are side and corner groups are about as strong as each other, and they'll keep each other company, and so neither side has a disadvantage. White pincers immediately. This will set up something very similar, so it's fine. It's fine. Another good idea for black is to try to get Sente on the top and then sort of get the best of both worlds, both sides. Black counter pincers. This gives white the happy capture of a stone. It's always good when you can capture an opponent's stone early in the game, along with a lot of territory as in the game. So definitely the opening salvo, opening fight favors white. Black invades by these attachment moves. Okay, looks like it's all good. At this point, white would like to be able to Atari make black heavy and then move on, but multiple problems with that. Atari 1 black can Atari here. You can't extend, black extends out. You can only capture, and this way black can sort of transition into taking out all of white's territory. Secondly, even if black responds the way you want, there's more weaknesses in the white shape. So I think white played the absolute right moves in this case. The shoulder hit move and or a move out kind of move is called for here. Black extends, a good idea. Black wants white to respond once. Then there is some Sente-ish moves in the form of these double cuts and some Aji. But here white has a very strong counter to this. Black just spent a move on the inside. What if white plays this way, threatens the ladder, and then captures black on the outside? This way black not only loses the outside stones, black also wastes a move at b3. And wasting a move is worth a move, which is like 15 points of losses, which is a lot. So a big opportunity for white to answer on the outside at the moment. Worst comes to worst, white can always play this way and sort of force black into a blob and then go back in. So I think this is a wasted opportunity here, or missed opportunity here, no problem. Here, white peeps, okay, but it's very, very important for black to not connect. Good job by black to not connect this one. Here, white's corner is already totally strong. Losing another stone here is no big deal. And if black can give up this one stone and get another Sente Atari on the outside, black would be very happy. Sort of, black is playing, in the big areas, white is playing not so big areas. And this way, black can totally ignore the white threat. Okay, so white also does not take the bait of the cut, and so we got this mini game going on. Black Atari's white Tanukis. Here, of course, this one Tanuki shape is very, very big, but white sort of, I think here it's showing some very, very good psychological maturity, strengths. Very, very good. So here, of course, the obvious move is white extending, but remember before white played this move, black sort of counter-attacked, definitely countered white's plans very well. So here white moves on from the bit of a tough spot or a failure of a plan, plays the next most important move he thinks there is on the board. Black Atari's here, he ignores again. This is very good. I have no doubt the extend would be the best move in this board right now, but white is very clearly, he's admitting that he made a mistake earlier with that peep, sort of saying, yeah, I should have known I wouldn't be able to threaten you, force you to play that e4 connect. you're right, I was wrong, and so let me move on from this mistake or this problem or this unfavorable development in the game as quickly as possible. And he has chosen 2 tenukis to do this. This is very, very good and very high level good gameplay. If black captures, white will tenuki again, and this is sort of white turning the tables back onto black, sort of saying, yes, I'm very strong in the corner, I don't need, capturing 1 more stone does very little for myself, but what if you capture me? Your thickness will also not do too much because white is very strong here. Very great sort of switching, switching up the thinking here. Very, very good. Slight modification, just move from the corner, defend the corner and the side at the same time. Otherwise, it's all good. Black invades the corner. So here, both sides have come to the same page. The left-hand side is settled, and we're going to fight the rest of the game elsewhere. Here, the weakness of the R10 extension is shown. It was very close to a very strong black corner, so in the bottom Joseki, while it's very tempting for white to surround a very large bottom territory, the right-hand side stone is going to die, so white does definitely give up a lot here as well. Good thing, white comes back to the all-important extend, and the jostling for white wants black to save his 1 stone. Black invites white to capture the 1 stone, and at the end of the day, black accepts the capture of the 1 stone. Black accepts saving black's 1 stone and capturing 1 white stone. So overall, at the end of the day, it was black who fell into the trap of playing this smaller, not so important area in the form of the capture. And he realizes, oh, this is 2 players getting on the same page again. Black realizes, I've been had, this is not a favorable position. So he also tenukis from the situation. Very, very good ideas. Also, here, definitely you have to capture this. This is Sente. In the game, black plays there and white captures. This is too much thickness, and the damage it does to the black shape, opening up all these cuts, is almost unbearable for black. Okay, good thing black continues the tenukis to the rest of the board. Very, very good idea. Both players are playing very, very good stuff. Okay, white shoulder hits, black pushes up. It's so very tempting to push up, although in the attack, this is going to commit one of the very, very interesting sins of the thickness principle, and that is black is separating white from the thickness. Another way black can not do this is just extend back, force white to connect here, and then surround the outside territory. When black plays here, because white's corner is so thick, it gives white a chance to play the block, and the next move, white has this Hane and connect, or Tiger Mouse in Sente, and also again another Hane connect in Sente. And we'll see here black has just played a lot of moves inside here, which is not going to be very, very valuable. And white can leverage all these outside moves to destroy more territory or to move out and counterattack black's whole group. So even though the first move looks like it made black a lot safer, but it actually didn't, because it played too many moves in between the white's moves and the white corner thickness. Alright, white in the game white played here. This gives black another chance. Don't protect the cut anymore, play on the outside, allow white to connect to the thickness, then surround the left, and then swing over to the right, surround some middle. Aha, yeah, this was expected, but as we said, this is going to be problematic for black. This move, yeah, the only thing is that it's not forceful like the moves we talked about, but white has just made that jump. It's very hard for white to allow that stone that was just played to be captured so easily. Although this shape is noticeably very, very nice for white, making 10 points inside black's territory, potential territory, is always very, very tempting. Okay, so this gives black a chance to play on the outside. This capture is very small at the moment because it doesn't contribute to white's safety. And if you do play here, you might as well play this one. You threaten 2 more stones, and you can still play on the outside. This way, you can think about attacking the whole black group. The 2 stones is worth about 12-13 points. It will, because of the lack of thickness value, white is already safe regardless. The playing somewhere around the 3 weak white stones would have been much more valuable. Let's see if white is able to survive after all here. A bit of a chicken out move by black. The other idea is to let white into the black territory, but this is also very risky, so it's not a for sure thing. I think white is more likely dead than alive, but it's very risky because black has lost all the territories here. Okay, in the game, both sides reach safety. Definitely don't want to just cut like this, give up the double Atari. Almost anything would be stronger. Play on the outside. White Atari from the outside, and then black can save everything. Okay, let's see. In the game, this is a ripped position for black, so it's very, very unfavorable locally. Okay, in the game, this is very interesting. White saves the stones. Black is able to destroy white's bottom territory, but black chickens out and connects back. For sure, at this moment, black really wants to and should destroy the bottom white territory. When white disconnects black on the outside, there is this resource for 1 eye on the left hand side and the second eye by capturing in the middle here. So black is actually totally safe and could have ignored everything. So white in the game ends up surrounding the territory, and because white sort of ripped up black's outside wall, white is pretty safe. And the way black played in this part, at least black didn't die here, which is a positive. So the game goes into the end game, and the top left corner was reduced to 10 points. There's no way black can still win the game if the top left corner is so small. Nothing else happened, and let's see. Yes, at this point, oh my god. Wow, black actually did succeed in cutting white up, and wow, very, very interesting. But overall, white generally had the stronger positions. White, after the middle ripping position, it was much better for white to let the middle 5 stones go and sort of reduce from the outside than and then just win the game than to save the middle stones. Here, the important thing is to realize how strong the black territory is on the right hand side. That's super thickness, and so white moving out in the middle is not going to pay off. Okay. At the end here, the key was to play in a way that exposes black problems in the black shapes. Okay, and upon connecting, White was able to secure himself. Okay, yeah. The key for this shape was Black needs to play this kind of Atari, and then yeah. Now that I look at this, this does look like White is totally dead here in this diagram. So very interesting, very complicated fighting. But note how the AI wants White to respond to this middle here. Press out, make, keep making weaknesses in the Black shape. You can see here White cuts in to the top. Anyways, at the end, when White finishes connecting, all the territory White built up earlier totally sealed the game. Very, very interesting how like one fight just totally reversed the entire totally settled the entire game, and it went from Black doing very well to White winning by 35 points. Very, very big swing. Very interesting and instructive game. Remember what we talked about, the playing around and in according to the thickness principle in this one. Um, Very, very good. Okay, next we have David versus Zahir. Nazif. I feel like I've seen that name before. Anyway, these are two 6Qs. Let's look at this game. Also very good, very reasonable openings. We see the diagonal and the two-space extension again. Very, very good. Very by the book. Very by the book. Here, it's very, very important for Black coming under the squeezing pincer attack to not panic. Realize that Black has 3 stones in the corner, White only has 4, and create some problems in the White shape. White also has a group here. And Black's group is stronger than White's group, so there's nothing to really worry about here for Black. Yes, pressing on the top, very, very good idea. Now Black is building up thickness, but White strengthens the 2 stones, very, very reasonable. This attach is going to run into this block, and it does happen in the game. Good job by White to find this, and this was a bit of an overlooked. This is called a row and pack method, and this is like one of the most perfect examples of this. Black has spent many, many moves accomplishing nothing, even though at the end of this, White still has 2 cutting points. One of these he can fix in Sente, and the other one he can also fix in Sente by extending out. So both sides have fixed all of their weaknesses, and Black has ended up just losing Sente and losing the 1 move. 1 move is worth 15 points. White does. This is a classic shape. Just play both of these Ataris would be many points better than that one. All right, White still ends up Atari here. This is still overall a success for White. Even though Black is not totally blobbed up, Black has made only 1 eye here, so it helps Black's thickness a lot. But overall, White still is winning the efficiency fight. Okay, and yes, White ends up with the first move out of the fight. Black initiates the attack. White ends with a move. So good job for good for White. Although in this shape, White doesn't have another Sente move here that forces Black to connect, and Black has an eye, and Black has this G2 Sente and these outside Sentes. So overall, it's only a very small disadvantage for Black. Okay, good. Black turns. Okay, here for sure, Black wants to play the Hane and capture the 1 stone. Why turn and get a small territory when you can Hane and get a bigger one? Here, the other positive is that black is able to threaten the white corner for later, and the threatening of the corner is very important, not so much for the possibility of killing the corner, but really like 7 further strengthens the territory, and 9 and 11 further strengthens black's connection on the outside. So black may have turned in as a result of worrying about having enough solidness, and in that case, Hane would have gotten black that solidness that feels like black is searching for at the moment. But this attack is likely gonna prove to be a very big overplay. And this is exactly how black should be trying to punish the overplay. Good thing white sort of puts in the brakes on the attack and plays okay here. Good job by white to stop the bleeding. Also, of course, good job by black. Another to keep the attack. To continue the attack, white may choose something like this, but black can just capture the stone in the black. This is going to be no big deal for black overall. This way Atari just capture more and more territory. Black's safety is going to be found in the white weakness with the white group. Okay, so in the game, good job by white putting the stops on the bleeding. Here, black turn would be a great local move that really strengthens the black connection and also cuts off white. Okay, let's see if black turned. Black cut. Also very reasonable, but here this is going to give white a chance to, yes, play this one. That's one possibility. Of course, a better move for white would be to peep here first and then play these moves, and then white can get all these moves in Sente. Also, white probably wants to just totally put the brakes on the attack here. Play this way, keep your corner, and move on with the game. So, white pushes in. This is committing to this fight, and let's see if he's able to do it. Here, black plays the best move possible. He extends very, very nice. If black blocks, then he has to capture. Extend with die. He has to capture, and again, even though white sort of commits to this fight, the 4 stones is, it's just 4 stones. And also, if white does fight this way, the amount of damage that black can do to white's corner is not group killing damage. It's only territory in Sente damage. So this is something that black is worried about. White sort of leaving the weaknesses with a cut. And just moving on to more urgent matters. So black plays a perfect move, extends and then cuts, cuts like this. This is a move, and then white can play this way. Now white's outside, even though there's no straightforward weakness in the corner, white's much heavier on the outside, and also black is able to not able to cut white, but is able to capture white later like this. And this way black would have an even better position than before, especially because white's 4 stones is very, very heavy. In the game, a big mistake, black turns. This is very big, but also black is black loses a bottom group, and so that's also very, very that's also very big. And because it was a both sides were attacking each other kind of shape, and black captured much smaller than white, and so overall this bout goes to white as well. Although at this moment it was very important to secure the corner territory with this. White places capturing the other 3 stones, but this allows black to capture the white stone and save both of the corner black stones. This is now it's like 10 points for black and also over 10 points for white that black destroyed. This is now a very big turnaround, and the game sort of evens out again. Very interesting. This shape white played and overplays. It's very important to threaten the double Atari. Black actually has no time to Atari there. This exchange is favorable for white. White destroys territory and makes territory. Black only is able to to capture 1 Panuki stone, which is not worth 30 points. Okay, all right. So white, another move is to extend. There's no reason to try to seal black in and then let the right-hand side get cut. The right-hand side is white's weak area. The left-hand side is very, very strong. Remember, the 3 stones were captured. White further strengthens the strong left-hand side group, but allows the weaker right-hand side group to get weaker. And so this is the problem with white's direction of play. Black is also unable to do, it's hard for black to realize that the damage has already been done and the white right-hand side territory is reduced to 5 points. Black also got S2 and T3 in Sente, also makes a lot more than white and gets the all-important Sente. It's hard to realize this, but had to. In the game, white gets back to this double Atari again, and this is just once white double Atari is here, black territory is gone, and white territory is all of a sudden made again. And black has 2 weak groups and everything. Very, very bad. Fortunately for black, he realizes his mistake and doesn't connect the 3 stones. Great job. Although I feel like if black is afraid of white turning, then fine. But most important thing, the double Atari. Remember the ripping into your line shape. Very, very bad and very, very important. All right, so the damage has been, black needs to connect, let white capture, and then move on. The game, very big success for white, and the game moves on. Very nice. Fairly good, and the rest of the game is going to be decided on how many points white can make in the center here. Very reasonable. Now, when you are making territory, potential territory, the most important thing is to play according to the thickness principle we described in the previous, and that means spend your moves where you are relatively less strong and relatively open, and not where you are weak. Not where you are strong. Spend your moves where you are weak, not where you are strong. And so something like this would be making a lot. The cutting point here, just connecting, would be more important. The most important thing here white wants to do is to push and cut, and then focus on strengthening the upper side where white has a cutting point, and just allowing black to play as many moves facing the middle as he wants, and black is gonna perish as a result of playing too much into the white strengths. So the push has to be played. Another move for black is to extend back, but this again gives white the ability to do damage to the right hand side. This is dead, and so there's no good moves for black after this one locally. And so defending here, this is going to be okay. All right, good. Yeah, not as good as possible. And when you are defending and you're trying to make a big territory, try to give yourself less weaknesses. And in the game, a lot of cuts were opened up, so that was another minus. But white does come back to the all-important push, and so this game is now back in control for white. Whenever white wants, white can push through to the right-hand side and capture a lot of stones. This is noticeably very, very nice. And a little bit of when black pushes, this fixes the push. And so white didn't realize this, and as a result, just simply blocked. But here it pays to take a step back and evaluate what white is really trying to do in the game right now. White was trying to make a big middle, and a fight broke out here. There's a weakness with this cutting point. Not so bad now, but potentially. And if you check out what black can do over here, very, very little. White is very strong here with the group, and the 3 stones is no longer important now that the push is no longer a possibility. Plus, connect is always sente, as we talked about. And just imagine if this happened, and there's not much that black can do to white on the right hand side. And if you are worried, just take another retreating space line. 1 and 5 is making noticeably very, very big. So a careless move or a impulsive move basically could have used the move to do a lot more. But here black needs to try to get moves in sente. Peep and then jump. This way black almost reaches safety right away. And when white goes and cuts black off, there is a good chance of making a very good sizable living shape in the middle. Make yourself points and take those away from white. Black just jumps. This gives white a chance to play this move, block black off from the outside, give up the 1 stone in order to capture the outside. So this jump does not threaten white's weaknesses, and that's going to be the biggest problem. Here, white does a very good job just keeping, being laser focused on capturing these middles, which is, it's important. Another idea is to get yourself very, very strong by capturing 3 stones. Both are fine. In the game, black tries to peep here too late, and this is all going to be dead on the inside. White is way too strong surrounding this position. Here, okay. So here, it was very important for white to use as much of the right-hand side group's strengths as possible. And here a great may have been overlooked resource was a block in sente capturing 2 of the black stones. And this is how white is going to get to safety on the inside. Having neglected this a little bit, this made white sort of chicken out and strengthen the top in the attack. If this were to happen, white probably wants to play the knight's move first and then plays another knight's move. This is the netting kind of netting attack kind of surrounding shape. This would be white sort of efficiently surrounding black as well. Having missed this, sort of slowed this down a little bit for white, and now white sort of has a lot of trouble, closing the escape path, and black escapes and captures white with him. And this is a huge success for black. White gains nothing except weaknesses, and this was a very, very instructive attack, but just know that this kind of thing happens all the time, and don't feel too bad. Here, it's very important for black to destroy white's territory and counterattack white on the upper side. In the middle of the board, black is not able to actually threaten white, and so upon connecting the weakness at e17, at least white has kept the upper side territory, and so the game becomes very, very close heading into the end game. Okay. Interesting. Here, it's a very good game for black. Go into the end game, block there, block here, Hane here. All these are big end games. Black played the push. Unfortunately, this made this a gote point for black, and this allowed white to start to get the next move and then play the end game there. So the game is very, very even now. Here, it's very important for black to use defender's advantage. One, threaten to break through, cut white in the middle, and after white connects, now black may realize that black is already alive here, and so if white cuts black, it's no big deal. Capture this, block on the bottom, play this move, this block in Sente. These are great big moves, but black answered here, all good, and the game is very, very close. Okay, white pushes, plays this move, good Sentes. Wedge is gonna unfortunately donate points for black. Black can capture this no problem and connect here. A small reading mistake. All good. In the game, white gets the very important crawling move, and this move, very, very good. Locally here, just Hane, it's a little bit bigger, but this is the biggest spot on the board, so there's no problem there. White makes a bit of a mistake in the middle here, losing one stone, and the biggest territory now is endgame now is this connect and the Hane move in Sente. Okay, black gets the Sente. Yes, that capture is very big. Wow, how is this black by 19? Okay, interesting. Okay, black by 9. I don't see how black can get. Yes. This is Sente and forces white to live with 2 eyes, and then black can just capture, and it's all good. Wow, that capture was Sente for black. No wonder. Yeah, that's huge. Even white is supposed to connect here. Okay, great. Yeah, so that's the biggest point. I think both sides missed this, and at the end, black Han is here. Oh boy, white. Yes. And at the end, white gets the connect, and that is gonna do it in white's favor. Here, there is one more problem for black's shape, and that's here. There's this. It's a Sente endgame, but okay. So a lot of ups and downs, but at the end here, white claws out a small advantage. So M3 could have been inside more by 2 more points, and this would be the best endgame. Black has to block here. So one last area for this. Otherwise, very, very tight end game here. oh, very, very hotly contested. Lots of big stuff, ups and down, and lots of end game differences in detail. Very nice to see here. Very, very good games, guys. It's so good. NAOL is back. We got a bunch of games. We got 125 players this round. Sign up if you ask Milan to play if you haven't already. Play your games, make some new friends, and get your games reviewed. All right, this is Michael signing out, and see you guys next week in the Zoom call. All right, see you guys. We're gonna stop the screen share, and this is gonna be it for our end of the call. Okay, we're gonna end the screen sharing. It feels like our screen sharing has already ended. We're gonna leave the call now, and all right, see you guys. Before we leave, breakout rooms, bunch of players. All right, see you guys. Okay, we finished with the call, and okay, now since we're streaming this today, gonna take you guys into how we do our stuff. So usually at the end of this, we also send Milan a link to our NAOL reviews. We'll see the other news later, and so because we're streaming today, our portion of the reviews is gonna be in our channel, and I hope this works.
There is a land of freedom where tradition meets innovation.
I think this works. Share the. Oh boy, let's go see if our other live streams are exists already, and live, and let's see how those are. It's like youtube.com watch v equals something something, and so our current one, yeah, we're watching us live doing our own review session. Watch v equals this, so I think this will work. And so we'll email the NAOL people that these are my set of game reviews, and then we'll be set for today. My game reviews. Great. We'll put in the timestamps much later afterwards, and we're all good. Great. Usually we take a screenshot and we make like a scene, but since we're going live today, I think this is gonna be fine. All right, so now that we're done with our official business, it's time to go to the pleasure part of the stream. Your moves have been praised. Dang, I'm late. Your moves have been praised. I'd assume not all of them, though. Did you win this game? Okay, my guess is because... Yes, because of the mistake he just noted, losing until then. Nice. Dang, thanks for the review. Wow, we even have a bot chatter. At this point, we don't ban bots anymore. We're like, so few people watch our stream. Bots are welcome as well. Okay. Got our NAOL views, and okay. In other news, guys, a World Amateur Tournament is happening on in Korea right now, the 20th Korea Prime Minister Cup. Watch live European Go Federation on YouTube, on Twitch. And as you can expect, the European Go Federation is gonna focus a little bit more on the Europeans and the strong Asian players. Yeah, so it's a bit, we didn't do any streaming of this ourselves, but that's okay. But the news is Albert. Albert is a very famous US amateur Go player. He is now, wait, what does it say this? Albert takes on Korea's player tonight, playing for second place. If Albert does indeed win second place, it'll be the best US amateurs finish in the world. Now I have to say amateur finish because the US has already won a world youth championship also this year. That's Alexander Chi, but that one does include professional players as well. So the Prime Minister's Cup is all amateurs. This year they had two divisions. One is the national division, one is the national youth division. And for the youth, we have Evan Tan. I think he is 3-2 right now. And so Albert is playing for second. He might end up anywhere 2, 3, 4, or 5 if he loses. In the 2019 World Amateur Championships, he had a 6-2 record, finishing fourth ahead of Japan and Taiwan. Consistently placed in the top 6 at the US Open Masters medical school. Okay, great. So yes, and namely, the most important thing is Albert was very nice, and he shared with us. He recorded his games here on his OGS account. On OGS, Albert is called Albert. Last time I checked, so Albert Yen. And here are his games. He lost to Fu Yu from China, although Fu Yu just won a championship in China that included all the top professionals. And in that tournament, Fu Yu, he beat the number 2 player in the world, Wang Xinghao, by half a point. So that's like the biggest amateur accomplishment for any amateur player. So Fu Yu, he's a super strong amateur player from China. He just beat the world's number 2, so he's like amongst the best in the world. So definitely no, totally expected there. He's gonna win this amateur championship as like like a walk in the park. Albert is 5-1, and another notable victory. He beat this guy. This guy is also known as Baduk Doctor, who is a very, very famous YouTube streamer and super strong Korean Korean amateur player who lives and works in Hong Kong, I think, and he's representing Hong Kong in this Korean Prime Minister's Cup. Here's the game. Baduk Doctor, super strong. He beats other professionals on Fox for breakfast, and he's one of the favorites in the tournaments besides the major powerhouses and the guy who beats the number 2 player in the world. Okay, and Baduk Doctor is taken down again by another US player. Another friend of mine, Alan Huang, who is also very similarly AGA rated to Albert. took him down one other time, and that was like Alan's. People said that was Alan's sort of famous game. It's like it's like his proving himself game, and so. Baduk Doctor should not be sad whenever anyone can prove anything by defeating you. It's a major accomplishment. I wish people held the same amount of pride when they beat me. But let's just say beating me does not engender nearly as much pride and a sense of accomplishment as beating Baduk Doctor. That's for a good reason. All right, so this game ended. Black tries to capture white on the bottom, but is instead going to be captured by white at the end here. This is going to happen, and they're going to fight a ko, but black is going to not have any kos. Very exciting game. Baduk Doctor Black went on the attack the entire game, but Albert weathered the storm. And that earned him 5-1 and a chance to play for second. Fuyu from China is just way too strong. So congrats to Albert, and also congrats to Baduk Doctor for being the measuring stick to which Go players can get accomplishment. All right, just to show you guys that I am not kidding when I say that Baduk Doctor is kind of like the measuring stick. Baduk Doctor's online account is this account. Hold on, this is my Fox window you guys are looking at, and Baduk. Well, 1 second, let me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. I think we're gonna need to. I think we're gonna need to do what do you call it? Screen capture on this one, so it's a little more complicated. Okay, great. We're gonna move this down. We'll only do this for a moment. Baduk Doctor's his what do you call it? Fox handle is this. I think he doesn't even care much about running into AI. So you guys can see here he practices a lot. He's beating pros for breakfast all over the place. This is a professional. Okay, whenever you guys see a game called AM or PM, that's when Baduk Doctor plays my account or the current account that exists. See, he beat me twice recently. These are all pros that he's losing to, and a lot of pros he's beating. So these are all professionals. So Baduk Doctor, see, that's three victories. Most of his opponents are like half of his opponents are professionals, and he beats a lot of professionals too. All these. Oh my God, we beat. Okay, so we beat Baduk Doctor once, so we can put our claim on the strong player accomplishment segment. So 3 losses, 1 win. That's 4 losses, and you guys will see more. Trust me. 5, another loss. Another loss for me, so that's already 1 and 5. Load, please. Would you load more games? Oh, come on. Okay. Uh-oh. Fox is yeah. This has been happening to me recently. I think the solution is to go and restart my Fox. It doesn't want to sort of pull the data from servers in China, probably.
Someone invites you to play.
Someone invites me to play. Of course, we're gonna go play soon. This is Baduk Doctor's account. YW Park. Games loaded. Up to here, we're 1 and 5. we're gonna go down more. 1 and 6, 1 and 7. So these are, these are victories by Baduk Doctor. So that's 6, 7. The grayed out ones are losses. These are all pros. I think this is an AI. That's a pro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all these are professionals. These are professionals that he's beating. Of course, including me. What are we on now? Like this must be 8, 9 games to 1 now, and I think there's a couple more. 10. So we're like 1 and 10 against the Duke Doctor on Fox. So there you go. So let's just say Baduk Doctor. Let's just say if our life was on the line, he's not one of the opponents we would pick to play. But here comes my theory, and we might make a video about the Albert's victory in the future. If we do, this is my theory. So the Korean Prime Minister's Cup, it has a lot of amateur players from all over the world, and for many countries, the players are not that strong, and so you'll see like 5 dance, 4 dance, 3 dance, 2 dance, 1 dance, all playing with them together. And so one, Baduk Doctor is used to slaying professionals online and Fox. And 2, in the tournament, he probably played some opponents who are also, not that highly ranked. So my theory is Baduk Doctor is probably very used to just having his way with the players and sort of just having his way. And so that explains why Baduk Doctor played such a very, very aggressive attacking game that he played with Albert that I saw. Again, more details if it comes to making a video, but that's my impression, and my theory is he's just so used to destroying his opponents that, of course, with Albert, he just expects this to continue, and Albert was thankfully able to hold his own and be okay. So good for Albert, and good for Albert. All right, we have a bit of a problem here. Interesting. I think we have to play one, and then I think we have to Atari here. Yeah, very unfortunate. I don't think we're able to effect much. This one approach move is so just close enough where he's able to fix this thing here. Interesting. Let's now that he played there, let's crawl out one more. Let's play the extend, and then let's play the press. This might give us enough liberties. I'm not sure about that, but certainly the turn later is going to be worth a move, so he's probably going to press, which he does. Good. The block might be worth a move as well. So we're going to play what clearly is worth a move and play it here. Lost 5 stones, that seems like a lot. I don't fancy the way that this game is going. But what are you gonna do, right? Are you gonna resign? No. Can't play this move. We're not gonna play here anymore, so we'll play this move. We might cut and attack him. We might press. Press is kind of nice. It has a lot of good qualities. Block is nice. Press. Invade is of course a very good idea, but invade, there's like a very nice knights move to the other side that we don't like. Um, Anyways, we invaded. It's far away enough from the corner that he's never gonna connect here, but the invasion itself isn't that big. Um, so we'll see. This move is very offensive. Very interesting. We're gonna cut this. We'll fight this out. Uh, Maybe we'll play this one. No, let's try to skip that. The inside stones really don't matter at this point. So let's try to skip that out. All right. All right, at this point we're gonna stop talking for a bit and eat our bagel and eat our bagel. Okay, my wife made this herself. It looks like a very professionally made. It's very nice. Thanks, Smartlet. All right. Um, Looks like a close game, but these kinds of close games are bad usually. Um, uh, in other words, I think we're more likely to lose this one than win it. It's got like 70 points. That's a lot. Might be more than 70. And we played a little bit too relaxed in the middle. Um, had a great chance to save the 2 stones, threaten the middle, and and it's all good. But we didn't do that. We saved the top. We thought it was gonna be plenty, but I don't think it actually is plenty. I think um, he has more than 70. Oh man, we even missed this. We have less. Mm, we have like 65. I don't think we're gonna do this. We didn't use the what do you call it, score estimator. So my guess is 1.5. We almost resigned. What if we counted wrong, right? 6.5. My God, we lost by 6.5. This was well. Of course, this is greater than expected, but um, yeah, yeah.
Someone invites you to play.
Yeah, we never had a good game.
Someone invites you to play.
So yeah, so the beginning of this game on the left-hand side, um, usually that shape is gonna be slightly better for white, but because he did that double approach, um, it was always bad for white. Mm, well,
Someone invites you to
mm,
play.
yeah, so we always had a bad game in this one. Okay, Ooh, tough game. Well, we were kind of eating and then doing reviews and fidgeting around with stuff. So with the so we we're gonna give ourselves a good break for this. While the auto match is taking us to like world champions, I don't think we're ready for that kind of games yet. Even Park Jung-won went on to lose by more than 10 points. Mhm. Quick two-part question. Do people online get flipped point of view of the board as if sitting across from each other? No, they both see the board. I get it. I get it. Yes, online people. Sorry, online people see the same board, so it shows the same for both players. Um, it shows the same, like the upper right corner. So if you've heard about the like the what do you call it, the etiquette of Go, like you always play on your upper right corner. Online, you'll see the same thing. I think online you'll see that the opponent is gonna play on the top right corner, on your top right corner, all the time, which is so yes, online
Start to play.
people see it flipped. Yes, online people see it flipped. If so, do the coordinates have priority for black as in chess? People don't use the coordinates as much online, and so they're flipped. So the coordinates are the same for everyone, um, or they see the same board, so it's not flipped. So in real life, the board is flipped for both sides, right? Flipped point of view, and online people see the same board. So the coordinates are also equal. So the SGF file that you get are also equal. Yeah, since it saves to the same file, the same SGF game record file. Also, I can't see the left side of the board on your ops scene. Yeah, we mentioned that before. Thanks. Oh boy, this was yeah. We tweaked around the stream for the point of views. They call it display captures and everything. So after everything is said and done, um, we did our game reviews. It's and now we're just playing some games afterwards, and that's okay. All right, evade. My Fox has been a little bit wonky lately, but nothing we can't handle, of course. We play a totally mirrored Joseki. Although I have to say, this move can't be the AI move now, but weight extending from both extensions has to be a good AI move. So this way we're for sure not doing the best. And therefore if yeah, this is yeah, nicely done by white here. Nicely done by white here. Yunko Do once joked in one of her streams, B played top right, how rude. Black played top right, which is here, how rude. Yeah, because of the etiquette thing. Um, hmm, yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So I think in the modern Fox environment, everyone plays top right, which is uh, which is good. All right, got ourselves into some trouble already. Um, I don't see any easy way out of this other than, sacrificing our way out. Um, yeah, Atari, and he captures, which makes sense. At least this is so thick, and it can't be good for black. But at least we've gotten ourselves out of this left-hand side situation, and we can consider making some territory ourselves, and all that. Oh, I see what's going on. I think we're gonna do. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Albert is taking on um, the Korean player at the 20s Prime Minister's Cup final round. And two players are streaming this. The European Go Congress official stream is streaming this. Tang Jie is also streaming this. I don't know where he's getting the game records. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up the stream for the EGF, and we'll see. And we'll see. Okay, Atari here. Atari here will run into this full board full board attack from white. So gonna play the outside Atari, and okay, we're gonna. This is a little aggressive, I know. Doesn't look. Okay, so we played this one. At least we can still cut and make a fight out of this. White has 20 points. White has noticeably super strong shapes, but we have more than 20 points. And let's see if we can fight this on to a standstill. The European Go Federation stream has been going on for more than an hour, which is interesting. I'm sure they covered. I'm sure they covered. The Albert games, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that. Okay, we're gonna push and cut. So I'm gonna go back through their stream to see if what they said. To see what they said about the games. I think we're gonna lose the 3 stones no matter what, so we might as well play this way. Very sad. He doesn't take the 3 stones. He doesn't capture the 3 stones. This Atari, so that's another resource we have, so we'll play this. Oh, it looks. Okay, I'm gonna put this on in the background with sound, okay? You guys listen to this. You guys listen to this in the back.
And of course, moment, and we are bit sad that this tournament is ending, but we are reaching the climax of the tournament now. My name is Stephen Ho, and I'm the moderator. Here we are with, once again, Mr.
I have no idea how loud or not loud they are.
Fellow Biba, beloved
I
teacher.
liked white opening, but now I like B. Nice.
Good morning, guys. We are approaching the end of the tournament, and we, of course, finished the youth division yesterday. So we do have a few results. Of course, we know that Timing Ru, the Taiwanese 7-dan, actually soon to become a pro, and found out. This is probably his last tournament as an amateur. Nice. He turns pro in January. That's usually how the system works. It's kind of a swear-in system that you get sworn in as a pro. And of course, very strong display. It was pretty much unfazed the whole tournament. No one really got to him. And we had Tony Wu from Hong Kong taking second place, and Xiong Yicheng from China taking the third. So not any podium finishes for European players, but in a very good win from round 6, Stepan Medak has actually defeated his opponent, So Woo-jin from Korea. So actually Stepan finished 7th in the overall tournament. It's a pretty good standing. Whereas Bendo was 8th and Larian was 9th. So Europeans occupying 3 spots out of the top 9 there. So yeah, well, maybe not the ultimate result.
Not a good finish.
For the first ever edition of the tournament.
Big surprise.
We're gonna have to think about this. Chat, you are gonna have to go. The goal board is moving left.
Dropped 3 games, so he was 12th. It was 12th out of 28. Yeah, so yeah, maybe times are changing. Actually, we see that actually also the rise of a player from Hong Kong and Macau, right? Normally it's the big 3. It's going to be China, Japan, Korea. But now also the Hong Kong and Macau players are rising. We're seeing quite high quality display from those guys also. And of course, the talk of the town is that for the final round,
We'll do that
national
afterwards.
division, which is happening right away, we have maybe just a bit of suspense in the very end, because yesterday afternoon we witnessed a very dominant display of Fu Yu from China against Hyun Suk Shin. It was a very one-sided match. Actually, Fu Yu just killed the group and he didn't look back. But it remains to be seen whether he will be undefeated today. And also, of course, the big surprise yesterday, probably this is partially my fault, was that we missed a very dramatic finish in which Albert Yan from the USA actually defeated Yong-Won Park from Hong Kong. So what a comeback in the end. I believe it was a total of 3 KOs in that game. So according to your rules, a lot of drinking. But Albert did win, so now he's 5-1, and who knows, if he wins this game against the Korean Hyun Suk, who knows what might happen. So all to play for.
So it seems the player from Ukraine, Dmitry Bogatsky, had an easy pairing so far, because he's like 5th place with only 1 loss. And he's playing Vietnam, I think, on the 3rd board.
Wow.
So we won't see this game, but...
yeah, if Dimitro does win, then he might get lucky. Of course, he might even finish on top of someone else who's had a tougher draw and lost 2 games. That's possible. I mean, we might see Dimitro maybe even the 3rd or 4th. So we'll see what happens. He does have a lower SOS, as we speak.
He lost to Korea, and then he only got easy pairings.
Last year or 2 years ago,
Valerie was 3rd last year.
Yeah, but also with a lucky pair.
Yeah,
Let's
you
do it.
Say that he played pretty well in his games. He probably has a lot of work to do with, I think it was Japan. I forgot. He did play some of the Asian players, and he did win. So, so he probably has earned that 3rd place overall. I remember he got a really loud cheer from the Europeans in the ceremony. It was even louder than the winner eventually, because everyone was like, "Yeah, we know."
We do know how to party.
All right, so of course the talk of the 7th round is, I was even getting a message from Guruji, the president of the AGA, just late last night. He was asking, do we get to see Albert's game? Do we get to see Albert's game? So I guess we're going to do him justice, because Albert is, like we said, he created a lot of chaos in his previous match against Yong-Won, that is. I don't think Albert is someone who's afraid of the complication. Ever since he started playing in Taiwan, he was actually born in Taiwan, then came to the US many years ago. He's always played in these Taiwanese tournaments, and they like to get messy when the game settings are fast, and there's usually a lot of chaos on the board.
It's
Albert's not afraid of that.
Stephen
Okay,
can never
well,
say the NA players are
today it's just
the NA environment is very good for the development of Go players. Okay, I'll let you guys see it like this. Okay. All right. See it like that. I think at the detriment of our to the detriment of our game. How did we lose these 2 stones? Losing these 2 stones were very bad for our chances of winning this game, particularly. But of course, we're gonna continue to try, of course.
That's a good question. No, actually, I liked the game where Stepan, I think he played against Macau. Like, you know that game? I think he was doing well. I thought like some good fighting spirit. You know, it was a game where he was very soft, a bit slow in the beginning, and then he just caught up and started to cut off some groups.
This game didn't go the way we played here to cut and then capture the left, but that was already pretty bad.
Stepan was actually very close to having an advantage, but then somehow he.
If you press the cogwheel button, you get a condensed view. Yeah. Oh well.
We didn't see that many games.
I think the Tanuki to the EGF stream did a number on our chances. Totally agree. I think we were doing a very good comeback game, and then this happened.
Francisco from Argentina, he had some interesting games, let's say, but
Okay.
yeah. Anyways, many interesting games.
Yeah. First we'll see some of that.
Yeah.
See website. They are recorded after all. Morning. So.
You guys like how the European stream, because there's an NA versus EU thing going on. They'll never say that, oh, the NA players, the North American Go playing environment breeds some very strong players. No, they'll never say that with Albert's like his young tournaments in Taiwan. That was pretty good. Good to hear. Albert's like first 4 years as a Go player. All right, I'll let you guys listen. I'll let you guys listen to this.
So normally the idea is that if white tries to play here, then black would simply be happy to connect under. And the idea is that black is just happy to have a solid group. And yeah, maybe white can even Tanuki sometimes. So, yeah. But the funny version I know about this is that if, for example, black tries to get out, white tries to get out, what AI recommends is this insane move, which is you feel that you are going for the cut, right?
Really?
But then AI plays this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
And then you connect.
It feels wrong.
It feels very wrong, right?
This is not the way usually we play. After that,
It feels
you must
very wrong.
It's like a fake move in basketball.
Yeah.
And then you pretend that you're gonna shoot.
Fake out.
Because apparently, if white just adds a move, then black would be happy to get this one. And if white plays elsewhere, then later black could have some attack going on.
Yeah, we'll probably want to cut up white as much as possible in our case as well.
You say this is even playable for both?
Oh yeah, it's completely even. This one, I think the correct way. I think both actually are fine to hane or to cut with this.
Greediest move is here, and then try to survive here for the win. I think we might not even survive even if we get the first move, so gonna try to survive to the best of our abilities.
I guess you just
Try to cover both.
yeah.
Oh, and white extends.
And probably just extend.
Albert is white, by the way.
To get everything.
Here.
That doesn't feel like it's amazing. for white already because you don't have much edgy.
Yeah, black. Black
Yeah.
is solid.
I
Like,
think something went wrong with this combo.
maybe like that.
They have a very. Well, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this.
White extended.
Yeah, what do you find it?
Yeah.
Black
Leave
was
it like this.
Yeah.
Then can you? Maybe you can. Because you cannot really.
You can cut off.
Yeah.
Can we survive?
So you have to do that very fast. Because I was thinking that if you try to cut off
You were thinking of the wet, right?
like this, then
Yeah.
that is way. So if you exchange it before, maybe
But
possible.
white one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So what is the answer to this? You think?
Was a committal move.
There's some
Yeah.
problems here. Maybe it's possible.
Yeah, maybe white should.
Yeah. Slightly suspicious.
I think we got this under control.
White didn't get much.
Yeah.
And as of now, it will seem like white's surrounded. But of course, we saw a lot more happening after this.
And so when you don't know what to do, just press answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And first time we're seeing this jump though in this tournament. Can we talk about this one a little bit? Just
Oh, I don't know if Albert knows the, the latest AI variations. I'm worried.
In another room, white put
I'm
in.
worried for him.
well, we saw a lot of this. We saw a lot of this in the tournament.
And the main idea is that, of course, black could revert to this sequence, right? And where you get the corner and white gets the Punuki. But this is also an okay direction for white. So yeah, this is in a way like
Yeah, normally just this
Yeah.
cut.
Right. We can show this.
You can show.
so here then you're able to play the notes
Yes.
exclusively. And then you must turn. The turn might feel small at some point, but really getting this center for black is very big.
It looks bigger than it.
Yeah.
It's actually bigger than it looks.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because like, a second line turn might sometimes look a bit weird, but in that case it's very big.
So in this case, black gets.
We're definitely doing this if we survived in the middle
Except
and if we get the top right. So
For black to play.
I think I'm cautiously optimistic here.
seems like it has a thick shape. So yeah, okay, black comes here directly. And alright, now
There
Albert's
is someone.
trying to
Yeah, what is trying to find something?
yeah. But it feels like black wants to just swallow it whole.
Yeah, and I don't see much happening for white here.
I'm very
When I saw this in the opening, I was shocked because it felt like white was just surrounded. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm very worried for this lack of AI preparation for this. I first saw this opening, where white plays the star point, the star point pincer, and then black plays the one space extension with the headbutting and then the capping move. I only saw this. I only saw this like a couple months ago. First time I've seen that shape. I've only seen that a couple months ago. I may have seen it earlier, but I didn't check. Right, I didn't check AI. So I'm very worried because if I didn't see it, and like I play so many games on Fox nowadays, Albert may not have seen this either. And if Albert hasn't, if Albert hasn't seen this either, it's very possible that he would, play the most logical moves, thinking that we're in uncharted territories, but in fact his opponent has this all scoped out with AI.
Invites you to play.
Yeah, with this, so really worried.
Albert is somewhat of a master of chaos in a way. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won that game yesterday. Almost seems to enjoy the occasion. I had a chat with him yesterday evening about the game with the Baduk doctor, and he said actually he was feeling pretty good all the time. And maybe it's the kind of the messiness of the game that excites him.
Well,
And
Albert
of course
was
yeah.
ahead by AI standards for most of the game, so I
Even
think
if
Albert
you
was
have
pretty
one
right.
player,
In fact, I saw a lot of desperation
his opponent.
in Baduk Doctor's play. So, well, not desperation, but it was clearly he was the one that's catching up all the time.
Fine-ish here and trying to find.
Can be missed, of course.
Someone invites you to play.
All right, how is he doing
Yeah,
today?
it's the game to the big one. The big guy, right? You have to challenge the reading.
I think it's the opposite. Taking it to the big guy, you gotta not challenge. You gotta play solid and develop yourself and everything. It's very common for all of us to think that we have to get into a lucky fight to beat a strong professional player or amateur player for that matter, a strong player. But that never works out. And in fact, when upsets are pulled off, it's usually through a botched attack of some kind.
Someone invites you to play.
Yeah, so this game, I'm sure this opening, this is a very good idea.
Yeah, actually, AI was giving a recommendation of just cleanly capturing.
AI was giving.
So
Oh, that's good.
D11 for that's
Someone's in the background talking. I'm sure this is not bad for white, and then
you will have some magic later.
I'm sure this was good for white.
So, in a way, the cleanest way is really to.
We got white to attack us, and he botched the attack. That's how we made the. Even though we messed up again here,
Hopefully it is a nice shape.
got white to botch the last attack, and that's how we won.
For one,
At the end, he was gonna connect. We could even connect. We could also play here and just live.
The end game. You have to collect.
Let me check how bad it was.
Yeah.
Someone invites you to play.
Oh, this is
Live,
live.
live.
This is live.
This is live.
Okay. So yeah, the game. Yeah, white just blocks, of course. And Albert trying to once again manufacture a code.
At this point,
Knight is trying a bit too hard already.
we are at 22%, but we hit the AI move, which is perfect.
This whole sequence with all these changes and everything because they're very damaging for the other side.
Would you say it's better
At
to
this
keep
point,
it and play elsewhere?
I
at
think
this
that's
point,
okay, like up until here, I think you managed to get some gain on the outside. You could even try to
we're at 59%, so this was way good for black. Interesting.
I don't think it was needed.
We didn't play the AI move, but so we got into some trouble again.
So it didn't work out. Okay, white will
At
push, black
This point, shit.
takes, and white will throw in.
White is at 61%
Yeah, white's trying really hard
at
to stay
this
in the code.
point.
And then yeah, Atari, sure.
When we went for the middle cut,
But yeah, it does give black a chance to.
It's very painful.
I know.
we're actually winning at 81%
And okay, black just blocks.
here. But
Black is saying, all right. I mean,
Knight could be this kind of sequences where
by losing the middle stones, we're very bad now. I expect this to be like 1%
yes. And then jump.
at this point.
I mean, the way it goes.
Yeah.
This code is
White is at
Either
99.5.
that black just killed it, or white takes the code, but then white will give black two moves on the outside.
For example, now we're in a situation where even if
Someone
black
invites
dies,
you
but
to
black
play.
gets, for example, to capture those four
I'm
stones,
sure white should have connected there.
because this is so strong and powerful.
No, white should have Atari'd here for 71%. Interesting. And white goes for the all-out kill. After this, it was good for us.
But actually, I have to mention that when
Okay,
white
great.
was here, AI was giving just was just suggesting the clean kill.
Headbutt pincer, yeah. Chen Yaoye was, I think it was 2.5 points for Ryan.
Someone invites you to play.
Maybe that's
White went too hard on the center left dragon. Alright.
Just don't choose.
Now that we have...
Can we?
It's very simple. I like
Alright.
You like the answer? Okay.
Yes.
but yeah, yes, it's so.
I wouldn't feel so good
But
as a...
yeah, I mean, black can enjoy.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
As Ben said, this is okay to lose.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, black this
Definitely.
answer,
Yeah.
and then
White fights the Ko, great.
Yeah.
white disconnect, and
Okay.
okay.
What?
Oh,
The
so
EGF
white-
stream. Albert did some very, very impressive, good, and showed some very, very strong plays. Why? Because before he went to the US, when he was like 11 years old, he played some games in Asia. Nice. How European, huh? How European of them.
But the third one, no? It's still a go. But I mean, you should kill.
Shoot, but correct.
Okay. Because I guess he's thinking that it's already game over if you just play like this. Probably, yeah.
maybe something there.
I mean, of course, he's trying to go even more all in. But like,
if he
yeah.
just captures black can.
black gets so many moves on the outside, it's like really.
But
yeah.
I really don't understand. Black
Yeah,
captures
yeah,
and
yes.
white jumps.
Yeah, yeah.
This looks good for white.
Yes,
jumps,
yes, yes.
So
I think this is very AI-ish feeling.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Indeed. White just black just throws in,
Yeah, of course. It's a free go, so.
and then yeah, and black
Oh my
just takes
god.
it.
Yeah, this is just so bad.
yeah.
And okay. Well.
So just to gain this much, he lost this.
Yeah, and also.
I mean, he could have
this-
captured.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
okay, black can get this incentive.
Yes, yes, yes.
But this is much bigger. than
Yes.
this. So
It feels as if White's gone into the local details too much that
Yeah.
lost the big picture.
Actually, I'm surprised that AI says it's only plus 11 points for black because for me it feels way more. Yeah, but
yeah, it looks
Could be
very.
more.
For the EU commentators,
I think
NA should lose by more than 11. Something is wrong with this world.
Black can really save here. Actually, even just took. Maybe,
Someone
maybe it's so
invites
good
you
about
to
the
play.
game already.
No need to contribute.
Maybe it's a case of Black just thinking, I can't lose this one.
Well, I think he's right. But
White's still trying though.
Yeah, so Albert still has a chance.
nice feeling.
So if he didn't do that escalation of the Ko and then losing another move on the outside for like 15 points on the inside, it'll be real close. It was good. I think he survived a unknown Joseki and getting into the heat of it, which is very impressive.
Yeah, what happened there? What happened there, Dia?
So 10, 20, 30,
What happened? With the
40.
the-
Black only has 40 points, so
last
this is still doable for sure.
I heard you were playing a lot of Ataris.
Yes, Ataris are good moves. In some specific kind of go.
We should have streamed that.
No. No, we should.
Well, White has more than 45 points, so this is quite doable.
Yeah. Anyway.
But you know, especially with how safe Black is playing, but you know, Black does have a lot of stones on the outside of the board, and
But you got everything on the outside.
there's an empty corner on the top right, so
We can probably
it's
recap this a little bit. So now, yeah,
It's,
White fixes.
it's a bit tough.
Matter, Black fixes. And we are cut off. And Black just peeps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like black was maybe a bit soft because the way that if white can really leave with like 10 points in the center, just like that, it feels a bit nice. So either he really feels in control and he knows that he can win the game from that point on, which is very possible. But just I think the attack would have been way more severe. Yeah. most likely what is going to connect.
The attack should have been more severe, but still, it's very tough for Albert here. He has a very tough position to play. They've gone on their small break, so we're gonna continue to play our Fox games. I hate these Twitch ads. I know. Okay, so here comes our Fox window, and we'll keep it this way with some spacing here. Or how about this? We'll put this on, but in the... No, we're not. Okay, we'll continue to play our game this way. And we'll hide chat. Okay. We will hide chat. So you mean after... Yes, the whole beginning 20 move sequence. Yeah.
Start to play.
Yeah, I don't know why the Europeans are only streaming for... They're only streaming for like an hour and a half with small breaks and everything. I don't know why they decided... I don't know why they decided they're gonna do these very short streams with, with humans over the board. I mean, it works, but you only see a few games, like 3 games per round, which is okay, but it's only 3 games per round, so... Alright, so the Europeans are almost at their 2-hour mark already, so I guess... Okay, we'll play here. Yeah, time flies really quick once you start with the games. Okay. But one thing I'm not certain about, like, did they fly Ben Zero over to Korea just to do these commentaries? That would be a little too impressive. As in, like, it feels like that's a little too much, you know, fly a guy over just to do commentaries. Very, very costly. But then again, the rest of the players, they're buying plane tickets and everything, so and yeah, maybe they flew, maybe the European Go Federation or the European Go Federation flew Ben Zero over to Korea just to participate in these broadcasts. After all, Steven is there. Steven flew himself there, right? So I guess that would make sense. But then again, why make these very short streams with like huge breaks in the middle? I think they have these breaks in order to make sure that the stream quality is very good, as in like they want to make sure all the setup and everything is perfect. I think that's why, but you know, I couldn't concentrate on my game. I had no idea what I was doing. I was talking about like the EGF streaming and everything. No, no, I can't read anything. I have no concentration. Go is a time machine. I'm Joseki Fuseki nerd. Too many mind. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Tangjie is also streaming the same thing, and he's pretty focused on it, so I'm sure that would work pretty well. Anyways, anyways, we made a lot of tenukis, even with these four stones. Um, even with these four stones, uh, let's see. I think we'll be strong enough to descend after the Hane Connect, because we have this move in Sente too. That would be strong. Hmm. Hmm. Let's play it. Let's play it all the way. Um, did Black profit in Sente here, or did this? Okay, this turned out to be Gote, and we'll see how this goes. Let's start attacking, and we're gonna extend back this way. White wanted to Tanuki too. Yeah. Oh. All right. European Go Congress is back. So let's turn on the volume first, and let's talk. Let them talk. Add them here. There they are. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
this looks like desperate.
Good.
Looking for a counter attack while not having fixed your own weakness and destroying your own shape. But what can you do?
Yeah, so that's black lives, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is also like this is being cut apart.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
if we look at it objectively, which of course both players can, this is much more.
Okay, gotta refresh that. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. This is too challenging. Shouldn't have signed up for hard mode. Should not have signed up for hard mode. Connect this. And then they have the ads going on. Cut on the outside first. Have to play this move eventually. If he wants to play this one, can we Atari first? Hmm. For better or for worse, played the Atari. Could lose the whole corner. All right, they're back. Let's hear. Okay, maybe it's my internet going bad. Man, this challenge mode is really tough. Challenge mode.
Like I want to do faster, and the one.
Oh no.
Wow.
That's his downtime.
Oh no. And stream is lagging.
At night on 101 Weiqi pounds.
On 5 down.
Yeah.
Stream is
Some people
lagging.
go to the Olympics and hang out, where others are just like always in the sort of training.
So for some people this looks risky for black. But black is good enough at reading out the sequence that still zero risk of dying anywhere, and white is cut into pieces.
Yeah, and like,
When you see the beauty
Play some attachments. Let's attach here for now.
can play poker.
Challenge mode is really difficult.
So first we have these stones.
I'm really struggling here.
why are you turning to Mingju all of a sudden?
Aggressive commentary.
I'm sorry.
It's like, you know,
There's still some hope for white.
yeah,
Some chances.
yeah.
I just feel the desperation for white, you know? If I would be playing this game
As black, you mean, or white?
as white,
Oh,
it's,
oh,
as black I would be so happy.
You'd be thinking about what you're gonna do the rest of the day.
Yeah, what to eat for
How,
supper.
how many life and death problems you're gonna solve later that day.
This for me.
okay. Well, this is even a co.
So
Oh, father. I
Oh.
guess it's still.
Well,
yeah, nobody cares about this group. Also, we can kill the corner.
Why? Let's
Also, we
make
can
it as clear that just answer and
yeah.
Bit of a failed attack we did here.
Worst game to
To-
go to take it for full weight.
A promise is a promise.
promise is a promise.
I'm a man of my word.
Go is a game of suffering sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most of the time, but there's levels to suffering, you know. And this game is very instructive in this.
about the
Makes sense.
tenacity you needed.
I feel like someone should make that into a clip. Yeah, and then okay, Atari, maybe. Oh, just a movie. Yeah, and then I'm missing something. So extends. Okay. So that one, and then black throws in. Of course, we're just gonna watch this beautiful co-fight. But yeah, it looks like black's already leading by 25.
Points wise, it's very big if white can win this score. However, it doesn't make sense to do it.
Yeah.
So black has to win it or get good compensation. And the thing is, black played super solidly all the last moves. So now it's a bit hard for white to find enough full threats, I think.
I had a similar situation in my game. It was the saddest moment I can recall for the last couple years. The opponent only has a 3-step call, but I don't have a single threat on the board. And if I win this call, it's minus 40 points for him. If I lose the call, almost no minus for me. But I cannot even win this call.
Oh, Mario.
White just took it.
Vietnam game.
Oh, this is big enough as compensation. I was also thinking probably black can also just play here instead of starting the call, which is also humongous.
And yeah, black takes that. Okay, I
Alright.
don't think we need to play this out because we already have a resignation.
Can-
So yeah, Pinstock Shin has defeated Albert Yan from USA by resignation. Of course, that's to be expected in the second half. It was only just the opening that cost Albert the lead, and after that he was trying very hard to fight back. So it shows some good fighting spirit there.
Yes.
It has to be said. But yeah, overall very strong display from Pinstock.
All right. Wasn't able to fight with all those weaknesses. That's to be expected. Little too many weaknesses. All right, back into our game. We have some weaknesses ourselves. Um, let's. Okay, great. Okay, great. Now it's all us. Now it's all me. Now it's all me. Camera froze when you switched. Yeah. Webcam, turn it off and turn it on. Turn it off, turn it on. Hmm. Okay, what do we do? Camera. My OBS froze. So sad. Oh god, I have no idea how my stream is now. Oh boy. Twitch is still good.